10. Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't know what that was. I think it might have been Mr. Robertson's device, but do you mind? Oh, he's here. Okay. This is the People versus Marcus Dantzler. Ticket number SP1271804. Count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your name for the record, starting with Attorney Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor, and a good morning again to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Raeigen Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Dantzler. Mr. Dantzler, please state your name for the record.
Marcus Dantzler.
And Your Honor, he has been advised of his rights. He was able to show valid proof of insurance with an expiration date of 2/2/2023. Pursuant to the recommendation, we are asking the court to adopt the dismissal.
Okay, you stipulate to probable cause.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
All right, this matter is dismissed without prejudice. You're all set, Mr. Dantzler. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
You said Deshaun Richardson. You're ready on Deshaun Richardson?
Yes, Your Honor. But I don't see him.
But you're all set, Mr. Dantzler. You can hang up.
Okay, thank you.
We'll do, I tried to bring him out. You might have to go back to get him, but we'll do, Rashawn Rayner. This is the people. Mr. Rayner, turn your video on, sir. Unmute yourself.
Your Honor, okay.
Are you ready on this?
I can stand in as long as he tells me what they discussed in the breakout room, what they were gonna do. He spoke with Mr. Berry.
Who was that?
Mr. Rayner.
Oh.
All right, well, here's the thing. His offer is in proper place, and then dismissing count 2. Which is
Okay.
the,
Left out the house. Okay.
So, Mr. Rayner, are you familiar with what the offer is? If you plead to the no insurance misdemeanor, it'll be amended to a proper place, dismissing the driver license suspended. If you want to take that offer, we could go on the record, do it right now. Otherwise, your other options are you can go to trial. It could be a bench trial where the court would decide if you're guilty or not, or it could be a jury trial.
Yes, I was pleading with the offer.
All right, this is the people versus John Rayner, ticket number SP12589, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drive-by license suspended. Good morning, please say your name for the record, starting with Attorney Harris.
Raeigen Harris, on behalf of Mr. Rayner. Mr. Rayner, please state your name for the record.
Rashawn Rayner.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Rayner has been fully advised of his rights. He is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation. Is that correct, Mr. Rayner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to the court with Ms. Harris, the attorney present, about your case and your rights. Is that correct?
I didn't speak to her necessarily. I spoke to the other guy.
Okay.
And I think we lost Mr. Rayner.
All right, we'll pause.
But we are ready on Mr. Denham as well.
Okay.
And Mr. Davis, Shamir Davis.
Here's Mr. Rayner.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Mr. Rainer, you spoke to, I guess, Mr. Barry about your case and your rights. Is that correct?
Yes, yes,
Correct.
ma'am.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
You're pleading of your own free will.
Yes, ma'am.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial.
Yes, ma'am.
No, waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of November 1st, 2021 at 8:46 p.m. On that date and time, where you at or near the location of Woodward and Milwaukee in the city of Detroit.
I hear you.
I'm going to direct your attention to November 1st, 2021 at 8:46 p.m. On that date and time, where you at Woodward and Milwaukee in the city of Detroit.
Okay.
No, sir, she's asking you a question and it's a yes or a no question.
I wasn't hearing it clearly. It was
On November 1st, 2021 at 8:46, were you at Woodward and Milwaukee in the city of Detroit?
oh yes, I was.
Were you driving a 2005 Mercury vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you not have insurance on that vehicle?
No, I did not.
You're satisfied, Ms. Harris?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Or Mr. Barry? All right. Either one. All right, the court will amend the count to a proper place. You stipulate the probable cause after the remaining count to be dismissed.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
It's dismissed without prejudice. Will proceed to sentencing. Mr. Rainer, there's going to be a $200 fine. Can you have that paid by September 27th?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
Nope. No, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. You're all set, sir. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
All right, this is the People versus Tyrone Denham. Ticket number P1268716, count 1, failed to display valid operator's license on a person, and count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Harris.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Denham. Mr. Denham, please state your name for the record.
Tyrone Denham.
Your Honor, he has been advised of his rights. I was able to speak with Madam Prosecutor regarding this matter. There's a recommendation to dismiss. We ask the court to adopt the recommendation. We stipulate to probable cause.
All right, this matter is dismissed without prejudice. You are all set, Mr. Denham. Good luck to you,
And-
sir.
Your Honor, I did want to add one thing before he logs off. He is a freshman at St. Xavier University, and I believe that's in Illinois. And he has his first 3-hour class today. So if you have any suggestions or tips for getting through a 3-hour course, he would appreciate it.
Stay away. That was not my forte. I'm the first person to give advice on the class, but it worked out because I eventually passed and got my degree. But yeah, I don't know.
I told him to take snacks to keep himself awake.
Doodling helps, take good notes.
Okay.
So, we have laptops now. I use the pen and paper way back then, but yeah. It was a long time
And what's your major, Mr. Denham?
Biology.
Okay. Oh, well, you got to stay awake then, so you'll be okay.
All right.
I'm so proud of you. Take care. Good luck.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You
You
too.
too, young man.
I forgot they don't freaking, no one has pen and paper. I'm telling my age now. All right.
Not really. I had pen and paper, and I had my law school classes were 3 hours, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The only classes I had were 3 hours. Well, wait, I don't remember. Maybe it's astronomy or something. I don't know. It was so long ago. But did I have in law school? Did you have 3-hour classes? I don't think I did.
We did.
I did. It was 3 hours and then the electives were 2.
Yep.
Where'd you go, Ms. Harris?
I went to Cooley.
I went to Syracuse.
You know, Matthew Rosenthal went there, the colleague in our office. He went to Syracuse as well.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Long ago and far away. I think the law school has been built since I left. I'm that far back in the old building in Syracuse University Law School. Well, be that as it may.
I'm going to swing by another courtroom. Mr. Ratliff, please contact me if you need me.
We are ready on Christopher Robertson.
Christopher Robertson, Jr., ticket number P125740. Count one, driver license suspended, repeat offender. Good morning, please say your name for the record. Starting with Mr. Harris.
Sherika Harris. Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Robertson. Mr. Robertson, please state your name. Your Honor, he has been advised of his rights. He is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation.
Mr. Robertson, can you turn your video on, sir?
Oh, I have to go to the settings. 1 second.
Okay. Raise your right hand, please. Can you raise your right hand, Mr. Robertson?
My camera's not acting right.
Okay, that's fine. Can you raise your right hand?
Right.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Can you put your hand down? You've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Harris today in private about your case and your rights?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Did you say yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of September 29, 2021 at 5:25 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near the location of Burt Road in Fullerton in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving a 2007 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
Were you driving while your license was suspended?
Yes.
You're satisfied, Ms. Harris?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Will satisfy the factual basis, will amend the count of fail to display. We'll proceed to sentencing. There's gonna be a $200 fine. Mr. Robertson, can you have that paid by September 27th?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
You're all set. Yeah, you did that.
Sean Richardson. He just wondering when his chair was secretary.
Oh, yeah, I have it right here.
Okay.
Are we ready on Deshaun Richardson? Oh, she's talking to him. Mr. Berry, we have, is it Mr. Kramer? Are you ready on your case?
Good morning. Yes, I'm ready. I don't believe the officer has appeared except for a formal hearing.
Right, yep, it's 9:36 now, we can call it. All right, this is the people versus Donna Dedupach. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Ticket number SP 1292362, count one, disregard red signal. Good morning, please say your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jack Kramer, P77490. Your Honor, it doesn't appear that Officer Brown, or I'm not sure, it might be Trooper Brown, has not appeared this morning. So I'd respectfully ask that the matter be dismissed.
All right, this matter is dismissed without prejudice, as this was set for a formal hearing at 8:35 and now 9:37. Officers here, so this matter is dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor. Take care.
Thank you. Too. All right. We can do Mr. Richardson. This is the people versus Deshaun Richardson. Ticket number ticket number P 1321026, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your names for the record.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Richardson. Mr. Richardson, please state your name for the record.
Deshaun Richardson.
Your Honor, Mr. Richardson was able to provide valid documentation of insurance, which expires 2/18 of 2023. Pursuant, we would ask the court to adopt the recommendation with regards to a dismissal for proof of insurance.
All right, did you stipulate the proper cause?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Madison, Ms. Black Prejudice, you're all set. Good luck to you, Mr. Richardson.
Thank you.
What about Ash Mars? Is he on the docket?
So do I leave now?
Yes, sir, you are able to leave.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Are we ready on, is it O'Shea Mar Davis? Are we ready on his?
Yeah, this is
Shamar Davis, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, this is people versus O'Shea Mar Davis, ticket number SP 1108035, count 1, disorderly conduct. Good morning, please say record, starting with Attorney Barry.
Elwood Berry, on behalf of Mr. Davis, state your full name, Mr. Davis.
Oshamar Davis.
Your Honor, Mr. Davis would avail himself of the people's offer to allow him to enter a plea of guilty to this charge on the basis of a 3-month delayed sentence.
All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Davis. You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Swear to tell the truth.
You can just say yes. Put your hand down. You had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Berry today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
Yes.
Forced you or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
I can't hear you now.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea
No.
today? You're pleading of your own free will?
No.
You're pleading.
I can't hear you.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
Just listen really carefully to the question. You understand that you're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to direct your attention to August 27, 2020 at 5:23 p.m. On that date and time, were you at or near Warren and Cope in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you engage in disorderly conduct on that day?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're satisfied, Mr. Berry?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, I'm also satisfied. The factual basis will accept the admission. We'll proceed to sentencing. This is a 3-month delayed sentence, Mr. Davis. So there's going to be a $200 fine. And you need to not get any more tickets or citations. So essentially, no further police contact. And you have to pay the $200 fine. You do all that, this will be dismissed off your record. Your next date will be November 29th at 8:35. Okay?
Okay.
You got the question?
Is that when I have to have it paid off?
Yes.
November 29th. Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Are we ready on Ms. Ranson?
Yes, yes.
Excuse me, I can go now?
Yeah, you can go. You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
All right. This is the People versus Carnisha Ranson, picking up a SP 1325944, count 1, drag racing. We're here for a review. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name.
Carnisha Ranson.
Ms. Ranson, you were given.
Yes, Your Honor, I was here for.
Go ahead.
Apologize. I just wanted to indicate to the court that her understanding is that she was to have done 20 hours of community service. She got to 16, and that's the nature of the review, Your Honor. At that time of this event, she was homeless, and she has a job now, and so she's in a position to resolve this matter.
All right. So, okay, so she completed most of it. So she still needs to complete 4 more hours of community service.
She hasn't notified the screen. Check. This morning, some feedback. You start out.
You know, we're gonna recall this matter because it's my understanding Ms. Ranson has not spoken to Ms. Green to even verify that she's done the 16 hours. So we'll recall it. Ms. Ranson, you need to call Ms. Green.
I called her this morning, and Miss Anitra Hartman called her the day that she wanted to complete the timesheet yesterday. She left a voice message. So I'll call Ms.
Call her now.
Huh? Call her right now.
Yes.
Well, I'm on the phone with you.
Or hang up and log back in, but put us on hold or whatever. Just I'm gonna recall your case. Just call her now.
Okay.
Put it back in the waiting room.
You can go back. I'll put you back in the waiting room.
I think I did it. Hard to know.
Are you ready on Shakayla Robinson?
Your Honor, I've been unable to access Ms. Robinson, 2 attempts. She's in the break room, but I think she's gotten separated from her technology. So I'd ask the courts to bring her out of the break room and get her attention. There she is. Unmute yourself, Ms. Robinson. There you are.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Is that a scarf on your head? Is that for medical purposes?
No, do you want me to take it off?
Yes, please. All right. You have, I don't know if Mr. Berry, I don't think you can talk to her about.
Yes, I'd like to speak with her regarding the offer.
Okay. Well, you can do it on the record. Ms. Robinson, you have two charges. One is driver's license never acquired. And then the other charge is no insurance misdemeanor, no, I'm sorry. That's not it. Yeah, no insurance misdemeanor. The prosecutor's office has offered that if you make admissions to the driver's license charge, they'll dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor. And then the driver's license charge would be amended to fail to display. What the court would do would give you a $200 fine and would give you a date of September 27th to have it paid by then. If you needed more time, the court would give you more time. So that's what the offer is. Your other options are you could set this for trial, you can set it for a bench trial, you can set it for a jury trial. If you want to talk to Mr. Berry further, you can also do that. But if you want to deal with it right now, we can go on the record and do it. So what would you like to
Okay.
do? So what you want to do?
So you said that I can pay the $200 fine for the, as far as not having the license
Right, it would be amended to fail to display, that's no point.
until up to September 27th, right?
September 27th would be the due date. If you needed more time, I would give you more time.
I should be able to pay it September 27th.
All right, so did you want to take that offer?
Yes.
Okay, this is the people versus Shakayla Robinson, ticket number SP 1101732, count 1, driver's license never acquired, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Robinson.
Shakayla Bird Robinson.
All right, Ms. Robinson, you had an opportunity to speak to the court with Mr. Berry present about your case and your rights, is that correct?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Say that again. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
I'm going to direct your attention to the date of July 30th, 2020 at 3:01 p.m. On that day and time, were you at or near Greenfield and Hemlock in the city of Detroit?
Wait, repeat. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that again?
On July 30th, 2020 at 3:01 p.m., were you at or near Greenfield and Hemlock in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a 2006 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes. Yes.
Did you never, had you not acquired a driver's license?
Yeah, I didn't have one at the time.
You're satisfied, Mr. Berry?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
You stipulate the proper cause as to the remaining count to be dismissed?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
As dismissed without prejudice, we'll proceed to sentencing. As I indicated, there's going to be a $200 fine. Can you have that paid by September 27th?
Yes.
Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
You're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. Are you ready on Bobby Davis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I just leave the chat?
All set. You can just leave.
Huh?
Yes, you can just leave. You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. This is the people versus Bobby Davis. Ticket number SP 1234104, count 1, improper place. Count 2, reckless driving, count. Oh, ticket number SP 110805, count 1, disorderly conduct. Good morning, please, or I might have said that wrong. Let me say it again. SP 110805, count 1, disorderly conduct. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Harris.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, please state your name for the record.
Bobby Davis.
Your Honor, we discussed two matters. I don't see a disorderly conduct, so I apologize for that. He
You
was,
know what? Cause it's not his, never mind, sorry.
okay. So I was able to advise Mr. Davis of his rights. So for purposes of arraignment, he would stand mute. Mr. Davis, having been advised of your rights, having been advised of the current recommendation from the people, how did you wish to proceed on your matters?
I guess I'll just take the I'll plead guilty, I guess. I'll plead guilty.
Okay. Right here, Mr. Davis.
I can't hear you. Hey, now be quiet.
I know it's tough.
Yeah, it's real. It's tough. Yeah, it's real tough, but I'm just tired of it.
No, I mean,
So Mr. Davis, you can't plead guilty because you're tired of it, though.
right.
I'm pleading guilty. I'm pleading guilty.
Okay. I just meant it's tough to hear you because you have your kids in the car with you. But
I'm sorry. School. Be quiet. Then I tell you to be quiet. I'm sorry. School was out. That's why I'm in the car. I had to get, so I apologize.
I understand. Hey, don't apologize. My kids are at my mom's house because school was out. So I get it. Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Ms. Harris today in private about your case and your rights.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
You're pleading of your own free will?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to direct your attention to August 16, 2020 at 1:18 a.m. a date and time where you added near Connor and Jefferson in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
You drive a 2021 Ram vehicle?
Yes.
Dodge. And were you driving recklessly?
Yes.
You're satisfied, Ms. Sarah?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
And I'm also satisfied factual basis will amend the count to drag racing. We'll proceed to stipulate the proper cause as for the remaining count to be dismissed.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
That's dismissed without prejudice. We'll proceed to sentencing. There's going to be a $200 fine. Can you have that paid by September 27th?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
We're all set, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck.
All right.
Ms. Ranston, did you speak to Ms. Green?
Yes, I spoke to her. She's sending the timesheet to Miss Hartman at McAlive, and then it's gonna be sent back to her to verify the 16 hours.
All right, so they're calling now.
Go ahead. Good. It's Ms. Green. Ms. Green?
Hi, this is Ms. Green of probation.
Hi, Ms. Green.
Hi. Yeah, I have not been able to verify the 16 hours that Ms. Ransom states that she's completed the organization where she went to do the 16 hours at Mac Alive. Doesn't open for a few more minutes at 10, but I did send an email to my contact there requesting verification.
Okay. So, I guess we can wait a few more minutes till they open.
Okay.
Oh, she usually doesn't get there to 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah.
Ransom, why you wait till the last minute to get all this stuff straight?
I tried to get it done yesterday, but I was supposed to start working.
Like last week, or at least last week.
Ms. Green, you're good.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Ranston, we're gonna just have you come back and try to, get this all situated. So come back on Friday, the 20th. No, that's the second. My goodness, that's September 2nd. So come back on Friday. Are you working that day?
I don't know. I'll find out my schedule and when I start work. I was supposed to start yesterday. They told me to come back today at 12. It was a better time for them to get me trained and on schedule today.
All right. All right. Hopefully you just zoom in. It should only take a few minutes. Okay. Hello? Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Yeah, why don't you zoom in on Friday? Hopefully you can just zoom in from work. It should only take a few minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.